Hi, welcome to Apex Tai Chi. This is Dr. Jia. Today I want to share how gentle Tai Chi can help calm fear, soften tension, and bring you back to steadiness during pain, treatment, or illness recovery. When illness enters life, it does not affect the body as a medical condition. It can change the way we live inside the body. A body that once felt familiar may begin to feel uncertain. It becomes examined, monitored, scanned, treated, discussed, and waited over. It becomes connected with readouts, appointments, symptoms, pain, fatigue, and unanswered questions. Slowly, the body may stop feeling like home. It may begin to feel like a place where difficult things are happening. This is one of the deeper wounds of illness. It is not only that the body suffers. It is that the person can begin to lose the feeling of belonging inside their own body. When the body feels unsafe, fear does not remain as one emotion. It starts to organize the whole experience of life. Fear changes time because the mind is pulled into what might happen next. Fear changes space because the world narrows around risk, pain, treatment, and uncertainty. Fear changes identity because the person may begin to feel less like a whole human being and more like a patient, a diagnosis, or a body under threat. This is why fear is so exhausting. It does not only frighten us, it pulls us out of the present. The body may be here, but the mind is already living in possible futures, possible readouts, possible pain, possible bad news, possible loss, possible treatment, possible conversations. Fear does not simply imagine the future, it steals the small decisions through which we live the present. Like, can I eat? Can I rest? Can I still walk? Can I wait without collapsing into panic? Or can I breathe without being carried away by thoughts? These are not small questions. They are the daily ground of being human. When illness comes, when fear takes over, even ordinary life becomes unstable. This is where gentle Tai Chi has something very real to offer. Tai Chi does not replace medical care. Surgery, medication, scans, clinic advice, they all matter. But alongside medical care, Tai Chi can help restore something that illness often damages. The felt relationship with the body, the steady state in your mind. It gives back a small but real area of participation. I may not control every readout. I may not control every stage of treatment. I may not control every wave of fear, but I can feel my feet. I can notice my breath. I can soften unnecessary effort. I can let attention return from fearful thoughts into physical sensation. I can move one hand slowly and feel that I am still here. This is not sentimental. This is agency, especially the agency when illness makes someone feel passive. Tai Chi offers a way to participate again in the body. When treatment turns the body into something managed by others, Tai Chi quietly restores a sense of bodily sovereignty. The feeling that even within uncertainty, this body is still mine to inhabit it with care. The way Tai Chi does this is not vague. It walks through 4 simple but profound pathways: grounding, rhythm, attention, and agency. Grounding gives the body a felt connection to support. Fear lifts us into the head and throws us into imagined futures. Grounding brings awareness down into contact, weight, and stability. Rhythm gives the nervous system something steadier than fear to follow. Slow movement, breath, and weight shifting create a pace that is not dictated by panic. Attention training brings the mind back from imagined future into present sensation. Instead of being consumed by what might happen, attention learns to feel what is actually here. Agency reminds the person that even in illness, they can still participate in how they meet the body. They may not control the diagnosis, but they can influence the quality of that moment. Over time, this creates what I think of as a Tai Chi baseline, a remembered state of steadiness in the body. The body learns the feeling of the ground, the breath, the center, the slow hands, the upright spine, the quiet return of attention. It learns that steadiness is not an idea, it's a state that can be practiced. It becomes a kind of body memory, not stored in thought, but in the tissues themselves. A practitioner who has spent months with slow movement and returning breath does not need to remember the practice intellectually. When fear rises, or pain sharpens, or the mind begins to race towards difficult futures, the body already knows a direction. The feet can find the floor again. The breath can find its length. The hands can slow something in the chest that has pulled upward, and the tight can, with small effort and familiar attention, begin to release. It does not always feel easy. It does not always feel complete, but it feels known. Not that the difficulty things has gone, but that underneath it, there is something the body recognizes. A place it has been before. A place it can return to. This matters because fear is rarely solved by being told not to worry. A frightened person usually already knows that worry is not helping. The problem is not lack of logic. The problem is that fear has taken over the body's organizing rhythm. The body needs another rhythm, familiar enough and practiced enough to return to. That is the anchor Tai Chi builds. And when fear comes, the anchor does not necessarily remove the fear. That is not the point. The point is the fear no longer becomes the whole field. There may be fear, but there is also ground. There may be pain, but there is also awareness. There may be uncertainty, but there is also one place in the body that knows how to return. This is Dr. Jia at Apex Tai Chi. If you want to know more about how Tai Chi can help with illness, recovery, and a calm mind, get in touch. My information is below. Remember, remain curious and be well.